Hello,
and crackers.
everyone. Every time.
That's how you start?
Every time. Look, at least it
I
wasn't
love you.
something inappropriate like my D&D games. I
behaved.
I love you too. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you're all having a lovely day or night. Thank you for joining us. We have with us our regular crew of misfits, trouble as you would have them. We have the lovely Pastel Koala, who is playing Remy.
Hello.
We have the ever magnanimous Cal playing Southie.
Magnanimous sounds like a big word.
We don't like those things here.
We have the ever talented Elk playing fuck, my brain just died on me, Jules. There we go. I'm here.
That's
I'm
the one.
alive. And then we have the wonderful Zeb playing our favorite vampire hunter, Dusty, who isn't actually a vampire hunter.
Maybe one day.
And I am Ko. I am your humble game master for this game. We've got video for me this time round. Hi, it's my actual face. I didn't feel
And
like
what a
the
treat that
reactive
is.
quite fit this game. Thank you for the follow, Porty. We are playing Monster of the Week. So, this is Monster of the Week. Specifically, we are calling this campaign GUMWATER. It is a almost serialized session by session game themed along the same lines of those 2000s TV shows like Supernatural and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This one is set in rural Australia, where all of us here at the quote-unquote table are from. And yeah, we're going to touch on some fun things. This is episode 2. You
From
can watch
Australia,
our-
not all rural Australia. Thank you very much, Kurt.
Yeah, city slickers.
Hey, I have a touch of rural. It's fine.
Last session, you can see the VODs for which on my YouTube, which is linked down below. But last session, we had an introduction to the town, an introduction to the players, and some of the people in the town, including people such as Nancy and Reggie, and we also had a bit of the bakers who all seem to be having issues in upcoming sessions. We had a little bit of an interaction amongst party members where Dusty, while cleaning out the caravan for a place to sort of make his own, came across a bit of a beaded shawl-like piece of jewelry that turned into a whole-ass person, who is Jules.
Yes.
Meanwhile, as this was all happening, Southie, our experienced retired expert, felt a bit of a change in the wind and finished up work for himself and Remy for the day, encouraging Remy to head back to her little abode on his property, only to have their evening drink of tea interrupted as the players all came together for the first time. We left off last session with Southie and Remy watching as Dusty steps out of the car, only to be quickly followed by Jules, who takes a running leap towards Remy. So, Remy, you are standing here about to be jumped on, for lack of a better word, and to use the cringiest old word I grew up with, glomped, by
I thought you were going
Jules.
to a specky. Isn't that what it is? That's a football thing, right?
Kind of, yeah. Just being crash tackled by this complete stranger to you.
Complete
I will
stranger to all of us.
I will say, Remy, as you are about to be lunged at by this woman, there is this cacophony of noise in your head. The sound of wooden sticks and didgeridoo and chanting that all, as soon as Jules makes contact with you, falls silent. And not a tense silence, it is an oddly calm silence. Jules, you crash tackle Remy. And
Yes.
the two men standing there kind of just watch as Remy gets essentially pile drived across the front yard by Jules.
Yep.
Well, I think it's time for having this person jumping on my ward to be thrown away.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Okay. Yep.
to lift and throw, if that's possible.
Absolutely. We're going to get our first roll for this then.
Would you like a kick some ass roll here then?
Yeah, some kick some ass, please. Don't mind me shoving my face full of chocolate. Yeah, please roll some kick some ass. For Jules,
Yes.
I'm going to get you to roll me some weird, please.
Oh yeah, I can go with weird.
Yeah. As you are getting grabbed by Southie.
So, fun fact, before we go any further, I do have on Jules' sheet, under my human form self-defense method, wrestler.
You know what? Yeah.
Which is for intimate range and forceful, like hand grabbing kind of thing to essentially compete with this.
Yeah,
I'm happy to roll weird first, but
roll weird because I want to see if what happens with that, and then we'll roll wrestler because this is definitely a thing. Let me see.
right, I got a mixed success on that at an 8.
Okay.
And I came in at 11, so I will choose to, as the extra effect, to force them where I want them.
Okay. All right. Can I get that wrestler roll for me, and we'll see just how badly pinned and how easily you get out of this as you get yanked from Remy. And where are you forcing them, Sally?
I think it's just off the veranda.
Mm-hmm.
I just want them off the actual veranda.
Easy. You're just kind of picking them up and throwing them off that little cemented area there.
Yeah. The little wood area that we're sitting on. Well, we're sitting on drinking our tea before someone decided to pile drive in.
Roll me a tough and add your wrestler to that, dear.
Can do.
And then we'll get to what
I think
the
wrestler
weird
is your weapon rather than. Yeah, I think wrestler is the weapon, so it's just to kick some ass.
Okay.
And then if it does it, it will do the.
Thank you. This is my
The
first
thing,
time
if I
actually
remember.
games mastering this, so I appreciate that.
That's okay. So I'm going to roll straight tough for now.
Yeah, roll kick some ass, and then you can add the wrestler to that because it counts for that.
Okie dokie.
Thank you. We're all learning in this. Well, not all. Some of
Yippee!
us are
Running
experienced
curve.
hands.
Ooh.
Oh, it doesn't look like I succeed on that one.
Okay.
You mark experience, though.
I do
Yes,
mark
you did get to mark experience. All right, so Southie, you grab this woman and shove her off. Jules, you go to instinctively grab his arm, and Southie, being the experienced hunter he is, easily just moves that arm that's coming up to grab it and puts it behind your back as he shoves you away. And that's
Look,
when the
some of us
weird
haven't
goes
had a
off.
body.
Both you and Remy hear in your mind almost like the sound of a crack and the sound of what I would say is equivalent to some kind of psychic scream. Neither of you are going to take harm for this, but both of you are a bit out of balance, a bit disoriented as you both hear that sound in your mind, as you are essentially forced away from your wielder.
Dustin, what's going on here?
He's just been like standing there shocked, like half out of the Brumby, door still open, just like, what the fuck is she doing? Like, everything is absolutely mystifying to him. He is completely bewildered, and he's like, just like mouth agape, and makes eye contact with Southie again after like everything has happened and he's being addressed, and he's like, I found a thing and it became a person and they demanded we come here and I didn't expect this to happen.
You found a thing and it became a person.
I
Yeah.
think Jules is like full, like wildcat roaring where she's pinned.
Did you bring the actual item with you, Dusty?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. I think, as you say, you found a thing and you instinctively hold it up. A couple of the beads fall off it.
Oh.
And you feel
He immediately
that,
like
Jules.
looks down at that like,
You
oh,
realize,
fuck.
Jules, you would realize that that's what that other crack sound was.
Oh, like a. Do you
One
reckon I
of
can
the
feel that?
One of the strings of that binding has been like snapped just that little bit more.
Remy, get behind me.
Remy would like groggily get up from where she was on the ground and slowly makes her way behind Southie. My head hurts a lot.
Your head hurts. Did she get you?
Wrong kind of hurt. It's like a really bad pounding.
Oh, that's way too hardcore.
Where you got knocked to the ground or what?
Like a migraine, but not on the outside. Like there's no physical pain on the outside.
Let go of me.
What are you?
I'm here to help her.
I don't know this person.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling, Remy. Dustin, what is this person's name? What is your name?
You've got it all wrong. I'm not here to help as a person.
Okay, so what kind of monster are you?
And she looks so offended at this. How dare you? I am no monster. I am a tool. I'm meant
Okay.
to be wielded.
I'm really not arguing you're a tool.
I don't think we should be insulting them.
They're
Nor should
assaulting
this
you.
be the one to handle me. Get off. I'm not yours.
I'll release Jules and take a step back.
Oh, she absolutely takes a kick out at him before that.
Roll kicks some ass again.
Just to be clear, I'm going with tough on this. I don't seem to have a
Uh,
specific...
On the sheet, there's Hunter Moves reference. It's like an arrow button that then unlocks a bunch of other.
It's
buttons.
a special drop-down button. I was looking, wasn't what the hell,
Yeah.
man?
So when you succeed,
Beauty.
it will do 2 harm instead of 1 with your punches because of
because of the
your
wrestling. Yeah,
wrestler thing.
an Arab button apparently.
Special button.
Autocorrect isn't the best.
An hour button. Hmm.
Oh, is that what it tried?
In the meantime, like Busty's gonna like.
That would be another another point of experience for you.
Oh,
He's going to be really experienced by the end of this.
As you kick into my leg, and it just makes this dull
I haven't
noise.
rolled yet. I had a mixed success.
Oh, I
Yeah,
saw a
9.
tough roll there.
No, that was above.
earlier.
All right.
For those watching in, I'm using Roll20, which has a
Yes.
digital sheet for me, so the others can also see my rolls.
Yeah. All right. Okie dokies. Mixed success. You catch him in the shins. I will say, just because I think it's going to be funny, I just flipped a coin. The shin you hit is not meat flesh. It is
Meat flesh?
best
Yeah.
way my brain
Yeah.
just
You
described
hit the
it.
prosthetic.
Yeah. You don't hit the person. You hit the prosthetic
Yeah.
leg.
I think that's a novel enough tactile response for her that she does, stop thrashing for a second. Focuses on getting back to her feet.
All right. You aren't human, and when you touched Remy, it caused a headache. So tell me.
No. When they touched me, it was quiet. Which I know sounds weird.
Okay, everyone's going to have to do a whole pile of explaining, and probably relatively quick.
Well, it's not weird at all because I'm made for her.
Okay, no,
See-
that sounds a little weird to me.
It sounds weird to you, Remy, but the more you think about it, the more right it feels. Like something is just on the edge of your mind that is usually so loud. And right now, it's like you wish whatever was there would come.
For curiosity's sake,
Mm-hmm.
Remy will just kind of peer around Southie, and kind of very tentatively hold a hand out to Jewel.
Mm-hmm.
absolutely reaching out, trying to like sidestep around whoever this guy is.
I think I will step out of the way, but I am going to slip a small leather bag out from around my neck. That is, for those who are mystically inclined, clearly a focus item for magic, and be ready to strike out if necessary.
So, Remy, you might have caught glimpses of this in the past while working with Southie. You've never actually had a good look at it. Now that you are seeing it in full, you can, while you don't know what it's used for, you can feel that this has some kind of magical energy to it. And that is weird to admit, even for someone who can hear everyone's thoughts. Dusty, something within you seems to revulse at the sight of that pouch.
Yeah, I've been like picking up the dropped beads and like closing up the yurt and trying to like not get in the way, but also know what's going on, and then I'm just sort of like, oh, okay. Delicately held bundle of beads in his hands, just like, don't break it, don't drop any more.
Jules, while you haven't seen this specific pouch, you know what things like that are used for. Being that you are a forged, you're aware of what that would be for. This guy is clearly making sure that he is going to keep people safe if needed.
The equivalent of drawing a gun and standing to the side.
Yeah.
I think he's very much like harshing the vibes of what Jules expected to be like quite a spectacular moment between himself and Remy. It's like taking the hands and coming sort of like face to face, and like we're meant to be fucking bonding here, and this guy over here has a gun, equivalent of, and you know, shoots the dirtiest look that she can muster for this century, and before, you know, giving him quite the cold shoulder and just trying to like lock in. You must feel it too, right? I was cold to you.
Remy kind of sighs and her shoulders drop down and just lets go of this oh. And then kind of looks at Southie and goes, not dangerous to me, I think.
Just because something makes you feel good doesn't mean it's good for you, Remy.
I don't know how to explain this one. Kind of just is.
Assume for a fact that I'm not just some backward hick, and if you try to use words, I may understand them.
So since I was young, I hear things, everything.
You're like a psychic, or
yeah,
what?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, psychic. I hear thoughts all the time.
Full thoughts or empathy?
Mostly
is it just emotions, or
no? It's mostly full thoughts. Like I just hear a lot of noise constantly. It's why I came out here to less people, less noise.
Oh, we should get you behind the woods. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's quieter out here than it is in town, and especially in the cities.
Speaking of which.
So you're perfectly comfortable with a psychic, but for some reason you need to draw that against me?
Speaking of which, Dusty, what the fuck is going through your head right now?
Yeah, what can I hear?
So much. Oh god, so much. I mean, he's like partly like, why the fuck did I just bring this random stranger to Southie's place? And Like, what do I do with these, like, this beaded shawl that I'm trying not to drop any more of these beads of, and like all of these are simultaneous thoughts. Like, not a single thought lives alone in this man's
Also,
brain.
that guy there is really loud.
Remy,
Dustin?
there is another quiet voice that you hear from Dustin. And all it's saying is, do not let it touch me. Do not let it touch me. Keep it away. Do not let it touch me. And the more you look, you think you see something hovering over Dusty.
To answer your question, I'm fine with a psychic yes. What I'm not fine with is anyone spear tackling someone on my property.
Perfectly valid.
Also, I can imagine Jules and fucking Remy just standing there holding hands.
Yeah, absolutely. It's still.
Just
you know,
At this
awkwardly
point, we're
holding
just
hands,
holding
just-
hands.
it's the double handhold facing her kind of thing.
But Remy would be looking at Dusty kind of with the tilted head, trying to figure out what she's hearing.
You could use the site and
I
roll an
could.
investigate a mystery if you would like.
I just press the button, right?
Mhm.
Just default
Your
sharp.
property.
Yeah.
Sharp is default.
You
But
would
I can
be rolling
Weird?
weird.
Okay, I'm glad I asked. A 10.
Okay, that is a
Nice.
success. There is a shadow, a portion of a spirit that is attached to Dusty. And it
Dusty,
seems
meanwhile, is just
terrified of
mad.
the metaphorical loaded gun that Southie is holding, that Southie is wielding around his neck. It's not a full spirit. It's not like some of the spirits you have seen in the past where they are free roaming. This is almost melded with Dusty. You are seeing the physical formation of Dusty's curse.
Oh.
Dusty completely ignorant of this, just like golden retriever boy, just like holding these beads, like, okay,
And
why
as
are we looking at
soon-
me now?
As soon as it realizes you see it, it looks at you. And all it does is hold up a finger. Shh.
Oh, I don't like that.
Oh. The way I expected the middle finger.
I also expected the middle finger.
Yeah.
Okay, so it just
Yeah.
tells me to shush.
Just it doesn't want you talking about it.
Yet.
All right.
It's not-
Well, I think those who want tea can have tea.
I'll go put the kettle on.
I think you and sorry, I didn't catch your name, friend of Dustin.
Oh shit.
Who's Dustin?
Southie, maybe we need introductions.
I think this is a
Yeah.
good point for the group of you to leave off for the evening as you guys slowly introduce each other. Elsewhere in the town, however, it's late. There is that storm running in. Things are, coming in dark, wet, rainy. You guys have sort of seen an uptick in traffic. It is coming up on the time of year of the Bathurst 1000, you know it rains every weekend of that weekend. Storms are to be expected. But it is as they are driving around the bend of one of the back roads, probably a little too fast. Not sort of acknowledging the fact that they've had just a couple at the local pub. Peter MacDonald turns the bend to go down the creek and across the sort of floodway. And as he does so, a shadowy figure steps out into the middle of the road, veering him off the path and into the rocky creek. Thankfully, unharmed. But the car is not in a good shape. He, still in a bit of a daze, steps out of the car and looks up, and still standing on the bridge, silhouetted and lit through by the moon, is what appears to be a man holding a gold panning pan, who looks at him with glowing eyes before disappearing. Welcome to episode 2.
Woo!
Yay!
We got our code open.
We got our cold open.
Yes.
It is the next day.
Co,
Hmm.
can I do premonitions?
Absolutely, you can. We will be getting to that in just a moment.
Sorry, I'm excited.
No, you are totally fine.
Well, everybody looking at their sheets like, what can I do? Let me do it.
Sorry, I'm going to change the music now that we've had our little moment. The following morning, you guys had spent probably quite a while the evening before actually talking. I'm going to get you guys, let's do rollies, just roll a d6. Whoever goes highest, that's who we're starting with.
We could just roll the 1.
Fuck,
I
which
got
one's the
5.
D6? I got a 1! Twins!
3 ones.
Oh my god.
And a 5.
Okay,
Well,
our 5
apparently
is
it's
going
me.
first.
Up early.
Up early, you would have had a really quite an early start this morning. David Baker, the son of the Baker couple down the street, has come in early. He's brought in a couple of horses on his trailer because he's got the pace race tonight. Big crowd because there's extra people there for the Bathurst 1000, so he's expecting, a bit of excitement. You look tired, mate. Late night?
Oh, it's been one of those. Once the storm comes in, you know what it's like.
Yeah. I'm just hoping they don't, rain us out for the race tonight. Couldn't give a fuck about the cars, but
Look, I don't think they're going to stop it unless it's actually dangerous for you to get up there. And
Yeah, but you know what happened last time we had a big downfall? I had to put one of the horses down and broke their leg.
Yeah, well, that's I think more on the ground than anything else.
Exactly.
The rains are just washing away as those top paddocks get more and more churned up.
Yep. Did you hear about what happened to David last night?
No?
He ran his car off the road round Gunnegal Bend.
Is he alright?
Seems alright, but he's, I don't know, maybe he hit his head or something? He's done nothing but talk about that fucking ghost story.
Which ghost story?
You
Gunnegal
know,
Man.
yeah. The one that comes up every time this year, like, travellers going through, that bullshit. But he swears black and blue, he saw it. I don't know, I think he had one too many beers.
Or bumped his head.
Mm,
Did he tell you where he went
probably.
off?
Right on the creek, on the flood crossing
What
there.
Creek Bend?
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, I wonder if there's slipping on the road or anything. I might go down and drive past anyway, see if there's if we need to put anything down to stop oil.
Yeah, take it easy. I think the cops are up that way earlier, just checking it out, you know, with the thoroughfare and all. Gotta make a big
Yeah,
show of it.
Yeah, but they're gonna come from elsewhere.
Yeah,
They don't know the roads like we know the roads.
exactly.
I mean,
Well,
unless it's up from the Fireys.
I think they've got a bit of a run of their own at the moment. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
speaking of
I might
which, I
drive
need to
down there.
get back to the station. So,
No, it's all right. I'll finish up this and I'll.
am I right to pick them up this afternoon? They should be
Oh,
right in
yeah.
the round yard for a bit.
Yeah. That's all good. There isn't that much to do left anyway, so anytime this over.
Righto. I'll drop by in about a couple hours, and if you're not here, I'll just pick them up and go.
Yep. I'll.
Yeah,
If I don't meet you, I'll drop the invoice in your letterbox.
easy.
Yeah.
He gives you a bit of a wave, jumps in his ute, heads off, leaving you with the horses. Leaves the trailer there just because it's got all their tack and stuff in it.
Yeah.
Bit easier. And heads off. But you have the intel of what else that feeling that you had might have been the night before.
Yeah. Well, apparently, I've got a sensitive at the other end of the property,
Mm-hmm.
so it might be worth seeing what she's got for sensitivity on that sort of stuff.
Exactly. I think we'll get to that last simply because I'm looking forward to making the rolls. Dusty, did you take Jules back with you last night?
I think that depends on Jules, really.
I mean, I think Jules starts fully intending to stay absolutely attached to Remy.
So Jules slept on Remy's couch.
Okay. Well then, Dusty, how much did you tell them about yourself last night? Or are you just still
think
staying
after-
as Dusty? Just that kid?
Probably after overhearing, like, Remy talking about being a psychic and stuff, he would have opened up a bit more about the incident that kind of led to the whole everything. And the crusading. Or he wouldn't know what it's called, but like
Yeah.
the bringing the essence of something bad into himself to resolve that badness.
Okay. How in depth would you have gone into that?
Probably not very entirely, just because he wouldn't know the words to express anything that happened.
Sort of more of a like, yeah, my dad has something about this and he's really upset because I maybe have it too, kind of thing.
Yeah, if he's even actually worked out that, like, he's gotten it from his dad.
I think
Actually,
he's
no,
worked
Dusty's
out.
definitely not really.
Yeah,
Dusty's figured out that, like, there's something up with his dad,
he doesn't
but
know
he
the full
hasn't put two and
details.
two together that
Yeah.
it's related. Oh, another spoon.
I mean, I would say that Jules had enough insight to where she was kept in the shed to sort of
Yes.
to give the insight of like, I mean, clearly your family has a hand in it. I've been there for generations.
Yeah. All right. What are you doing this morning?
Dusty wants to sleep in and is immediately woken up and made to help out around the house.
Yep.
He hasn't finished cleaning out the caravan yet, so he was like still sleeping in the house. So he plods about the house and does the things he needs to do, and then goes out to the caravan that had been referred to as the shed, which is why he referred to it as the shed.
Mhm.
And starts like doing more cleaning out, hoping this time he doesn't summon any strange people.
Yeah, just jumping at everything that falls out of a box.
Yeah.
Touching it all first with a broom to make sure it doesn't come to life.
Uh,
Stab.
Jules, how do
Yes.
you wake this morning?
Oh yeah, laying on the floor next to Remy's bed. Having scooched closer during the night.
Remy rolls over, just groggily opening her eyes and goes, Didn't I leave you on the couch?
Well, I'm not actually an inanimate object. It's much harder to leave me places.
Yes. But the couch is
Jules, did
comfier.
you try to go back into your regular form?
I mean, I think that depends a lot if the beads were left behind or not.
Dusty, did you just put them back in your car or did you leave them?
I feel like it's very likely he put them back in the car.
Okay, so
There is
that
a
answers
Brumby.
that then.
So I feel like overnight there was the, okay, I am being put here. This is the place I am being put. Everyone is now asleep and the house is dark. I'm going to get up and look around and open cupboards and rummage through everything and try and get some bearings about this new time and setting. And
Yeah.
I think during the night it would have dawned on her that like, where's my vessel?
Oh no.
That guy.
And his metal horse.
He's just a golden retriever. He's been handed an egg and he's holding it gently in his mouth and he doesn't know what to do with it, so he just took it home with him. And it's just like,
Yeah. And I think that's definitely part of the drive of staying as close as possible to Remy, because feeling a little vulnerable without the vessel to return to, just being out there in her like meat suit.
In that meat flesh.
Meat flesh.
So you would feel, Jules, the approach of Southie as Southie makes his way up further towards the back of the property where Pastel's little cabin is. Pastel, what is Remy doing this morning, having been jump scared by Jules kind of laying wide open eyes staring at you from the floor? Because at
After
the end of the
that-
day, Jules doesn't necessarily need sleep.
Yeah, no. Do you need to eat something, Jules?
I mean, this body does take harm and does need fuel.
So food. You need food. There's cereal in the cabinet, or eggs and bacon, I think.
You don't have any more bacon, but there is some ham.
Oh, right. Glad you made yourself comfortable.
Did she eat it raw?
Did you at least cook it?
I'm not a Neanderthal. I do understand how fire works. I haven't been
Fire?
down that long.
What fire?
Your stove.
We're assuming that Remy has a gas stovetop?
I imagine you in like a little cooker plate, like a kitchenette
Look,
kind of thing.
it's
You
backcountry.
don't have
You've probably got
electric.
natural gas canisters that get delivered out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the big
Oh,
tank
with the
on the
big.
side.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Don't worry,
I mean,
I'll
I
keep you
imagine
topped up.
if you store bacon down here in your cabin, you'll have the means to cook the bacon.
Mhm.
This is yeah. I mean,
Carries
thinking,
raw bacon all the way from your cottage up to
up
Southeast.
to Southeast. I just need to use your kitchen. Yeah. Okay. No.
Not sure you
stove.
can cross the threshold into Southeast.
Well, I'm glad you cooked it and figured the stove out. I'm gonna go shower.
Oh, is this
And,
where we're
like,
doing the
obviously-
premonitions?
Remy just goes
Ooh,
and
shower
gets
premonition.
ready to shower. Oh, great.
The wet ideas box strikes
the
again.
spicy kind of
Yeah, go and relax.
of
You know,
shower thoughts.
Jules definitely isn't standing outside the door.
I need to get Jules a hobby.
Yeah.
All right. Let's roll.
No, Jules' hobby is Remy.
Oh.
What is your morning ritual? When do you generally have your visions? I know we're joking about shower thoughts, but like,
Oh. No, actually, it probably is in the shower.
Okay.
It's
well,
when
can we?
she's in a quiet space where it's just her and water's quite soothing. So yeah, no, it would
It's like a
be
white noise machine.
either in like a shower or a bath or lakes, etc., etc.
Okay, well, let's roll premonition then. So it is a weird roll, yes, plus weird.
Is 11.
11. Okay. On
That's a success.
On a 10 plus, we get a detailed vision of something bad that is yet to happen.
This is it. It's
So-
just Remy who knows this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So for this, I'm going to get everyone else to deafen up for a moment. I will let you know when you can come back.
Okay, all right. One moment. I know where that button is. It's all right. I am looking for it.
You're good. Okay.
Now hope they can't lip read or watch the stream.
Oh, they could be watching the stream. It's not that big of a deal.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh god, I'm doing all the wrong things. How do you spell premonition?
Premonitions.
Yes. Okay. Ready.
Alrighty. Give me one momento. We'll go back to this. Remy, there is a moment where you don't feel yourself, and you haven't had one of these for a while. The last time you had one that felt this strong was probably about 6 months before you left the city. You were looking through someone else's eyes. And you look down at a body that lays weak, feverish in a bed. An older body that you think you've seen around the town, though you can't think of their name. You don't know them personally. Their skin is red like they're sunburnt. And then you sort of see the hand reach out. It's an older hand, masculine. They pull the blankets up over this person just to tuck them in before leaving. Your vision remains in the room. Time passing unnaturally quickly, and you watch as they slumber restlessly before you see the form of a body, short, about the height of 4-year-old, but rotund and dark tinted. You see in the darkness almost red. And they climb up on the bed, almost monkey-like in a sense, and over the body. And they lean in like they are whispering something. There is a moment of stillness, and you watch almost like for a moment nothing is happening before you see the figure on the bed lean back, cock their head, and open their mouth as the mouth seems to split all the way down their body, opening into this massive maw. And they swallow the person in front of them that was slumbering in the bed. You wake from this vision in the shower. The water is running hot. There's a ringing in your ears similar to tinnitus. And you feel uncomfortable. And it's just as that vision that you've had in your head is slowly disappearing, you see the faintest bit of red run down the drain. And you're not quite sure if it was in the water or if it was part of the vision.
Am I bleeding?
You can definitely have a look. You check yourself over. You don't see any blood.
Okay.
I'll bring the others back.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Jules.
Yes.
Remy's been in the shower a long time. That's a lot of waste of water. Like a long
Well, that's
time.
annoying. And hear the
Like-
water running. I don't think that she's, despite all the waiting she's done, I don't think she has a lot of patience. And I think is absolutely coming on to just like knocking, just straight up repetitive knocking, no rhythm to it.
Jules, I can hear you, please. Just a minute.
You've used a lot of water.
Jules, you can feel distress coming off Remy. Mild distress, but distress. Also, I think Cal has frozen.
Yeah, creeping me
Oh,
out
yeah.
a little bit.
It's
At first I was
staring
like, "Oh, is
very
really-
intently into my
noticed that.
soul on our
Yeah.
Serious
webcam.
face.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, Cal has crashed out. We'll
Okay.
just momentarily wait.
It's okay.
Southie is crashing out.
They're gone.
So I do really like that all of our characters become silhouettes when we're
Not
deafened. I think
present.
that's a really fun
Yeah.
touch.
It's neat, isn't it?
That was
It's a
great.
little ominous, but I do like it, yes.
I thought it was great.
When if you are just muting, you should sort of get dimmed out too.
Ooh.
Do you mean like if we mute on Discord?
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah, we do. I did not need to stay muted the entire time I was waiting
and
for stream to catch up,
that's
but
and that's a way
wow.
it's a nice way of like, if you guys can still listen in on a scene but you're not in the scene, you can just mute up and it sort of shows when people are
Signifies that. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
That's fun.
there. So Jules is heavily knocking on the door at this point.
I mean, she does stop when she gets a reply.
Even with the distress
Does she?
sensation?
If you can feel me being distressed.
I mean, she'll keep. She's not going to go away.
So, Remy.
Well then, have you had a fall, an injury?
No, I'm okay. I need a minute.
You have had quite a few minutes. I've been up for hours.
Jules, please.
It would
Yeah,
be
no,
about
Remy
it.
just. Yeah.
It would be about at this
Frustrated.
point that Jules and Remy, both of you hear coming up the driveway in the hill, Southie's car.
I mean, that for sure puts her on a different alert.
How much
Yeah.
did Southie disclose the previous night?
Probably not a lot. Would have sort of given that understanding conversation, but everyone was sort of going around going, "Oh yeah, I'm a curse eater," or you know, like I consume magic, and oh, I can sense things, and I'm a weapon. It's like, yep, cool. I understand all of that, and sort of just like left it there.
I have the powers of comprehension.
I
Hooray.
understand, which is about as special a power as he has. He understands.
I reckon, by this point, Remy's gotten dressed, finally come out of the bathroom and just kind of given a side eye to Jules, like, why are you right here? And then just keeps walking out to the front to greet Southie, but clearly looking very paler than her already pale skin.
I'm just not impressed. Not impressed with how this is all going. None of this is going to plan.
How very dare.
It definitely comes and guard dog stands next to Remy on the porch.
Remy takes one deliberate step to the side. Just please space a little bit.
I think she's got the audacity to look wounded at that.
Like,
It actually cuts through that sort of very tough, determined demeanor she's got. She actually sort of wilts just a touch.
oh no.
See, you girls are handling this new cohabitation thing, all right?
Yep. Southie,
Yes.
Just had something weird happen in the shower.
Okay.
Snaps
I
her attention back to Remy. You
could.
didn't say anything weird happened. I asked.
As in, we need to head down to the doctor, or
I
things
don't think
are-
a doctor can
Frog
help.
slapped you on the ass, or
I haven't had a vision quite as strong in a while.
that kind of makes sense, actually.
I feel kind of gross.
Right. Well, we've just had a report that there was a ghost sighting down the road. So I'm wondering if these two things are related.
I think we should sit down. Well, I need to sit down, and she sits down on the step.
All right. I'll sort of lean back against the heavy Ford car.
Oh, great. Now I have to sum this up in a way that makes sense to Remy.
can Remy make it make sense?
That's what I'm trying to. I can't. Pastel can't make sense of it. I was in someone briefly, I think, and I kind of saw someone in a bed that I think I've seen around town. Maybe.
So let's take it back a step.
Yep.
You feel like you were, because the difference is important, you feel like you were seeing through someone's eyes, or you feel like you were someone?
I think I was seeing through their eyes.
All right. But you were just a passenger.
Yes. I had no control.
Okay. Go on.
We would look. This person, I think, was sunburnt, maybe, and
Like
then
red skin, or
I think that I assume kind of sunburnt.
I will
And-
roll up my sleeve high enough to show the actual burns, like the burn scars, that deep red color that comes from deep burns that have gone through, and show it. Was it like this? Like burn scars?
You will note that it is that color, but it wasn't scarred.
Sort of, but it wasn't that texture. I don't think. Time got really weird very quick, and they were restless, I think. And then I think there was a child or a very small person that climbed up onto the bed above this person.
Like a bunk bed?
No, just like a single bed, and they climbed up and was above this person.
Spider climb like Exorcist style, or
Kind of monkey climb. Very unsettling.
sure.
And then
And did you feel anything from them?
Not really. I didn't feel a lot, just restlessness, and I think the child or the creature was dark tinted, maybe red. But they whispered or looked like they were whispering something into this other person in the bed. And then this is the bit that really has kind of made me feel gross and thrown me. Either I imagined it or their body split into a giant maw. And they ate the person.
Okay.
And then I kind of came back and I was not feeling great. and there was
No, you just watch
red.
someone get eaten from inside the body of the eater.
Oh, I think no, I was not in the eater.
You were the eatee.
I was on a fly on the wall at this point. Like the
Right.
the eyes I was looking through had left, and then time went weird, and then this thing came in and ate this person.
Do you tend to have literal premonitions?
Sometimes it doesn't happen quite that strongly all the time.
Southie,
It
this
felt
was
very
possible
real.
that-
absolutely not the ghost you and him were talking about.
No, it's possible that prolonged exposure to a powerful supernatural device may have amplified some of your inherent gifts.
Remy
The
glances at
absolute
Jules.
snub. The nose turned up and away from Southie. How very dare.
Does the water run red out here often?
Like blood red or like
Like-
algae red? Because we haven't had an algal bloom like that in a while.
Co, was it blood red or algae
It
red?
was blood.
Blood red.
Okay, so no, the rivers don't turn to blood very often. That's more of a biblical thing.
Okay.
You would also
Very
know that
often.
the water from here would be straight from a bore source, so very much not red.
All right. Well,
Because I'm not injured. I checked. I did check. But there was red water, but that might have been vision.
as in you not in your vision, the water
No,
here.
no, as in when I came to and I saw.
Okay.
Why
Completely
wouldn't you have
different
told
situation.
me? I asked.
I'm
here to help you.
I just met you.
It's got nothing to do with the time of meeting. I was made for you.
I'm still trying to figure out what that means.
Okay. Well, let's break this apart. First
Remy
things
kind of
first.
chuckles dryly. Okay.
First things first, I came down to ask if anything weird had happened because there's apparently ghost sightings in the area, and I was wondering if you would like to come down to where it was and see if you can see anything.
Remy kind of gives a slightly sarcastic look at the whole weird. Like, you think?
Yep. As for the creature that broke into a moor, I have had some experience with things before. Co, I'd like to activate my move Dark Past.
Yeah. Okay, roll me some weird.
All right, so mixed success means that I get to ask one question from my giant list of things.
Yeah.
So I will trawl my memories for a moment. And I think I'll ask, when I dealt with a creature of this kind, what did I learn?
Okay. Most of your experience was overseas.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a little hard to think. The closest to something like this that you were thinking of, maybe a Jersey Devil? But it also doesn't swing quite as accurate. But what you have learned is that they tend to be patient hunters. It would pay close mind for you guys to interact with some of the townsfolk, maybe see if Remy can identify who she recognized, and just see from a distance or in passing conversation if you notice anything unusual about them.
All right, Rem. I've interacted with creatures like what you're describing before, not directly, but similar sort of things. And they tend to be more slow hunters than anything else. They tend to predate after an extended hunt, which means we've probably got a little bit of time to intercept if we can work out who you saw. Which unfortunately means going into town for you.
Okay.
I mean, you gotta go through town to get to the ghost sighting anyway.
Yeah, I was trying to
Conveniently.
ghosts and weird things. This is not what
So-
I moved out here for.
No.
She also
But-
kind of looks at Southie with like a critical eye. Like,
But I
"You-
would
you've been
argue
holding out
that
on me.
I would argue that there is a level of weirdness that would bring us to a situation where you come to not only the town where your chosen companion item was,
Yeah.
as well as ending up on the farm of someone who may be able to offer some guidance.
You have a point. Co,
Yeah.
how close do Jules and Remy need to be for Remy to have a reprieve from noise? Or do they have to be touching?
Touching. Holding hands.
The town lesbians holding hands, skipping down the street.
We already have town
Ooh.
lesbians, thank you very much. We don't
Yeah.
need more.
Don't forget
We're about
about
to make
Felicity
her
and
so
Kayla.
angry.
Right? The old
But
lady
this
is
is-
going to have a
Exactly.
whole
Yeah.
issue.
The biddies
It's
are gonna
very
love
important
this.
that we have queer baiting in our main cast.
Nancy is going to have a fit.
Because otherwise it isn't an early 2000s or late 90s.
So
Exactly.
true.
Southie, Southie,
Yes,
have
friend.
you got some clothing for our new friend that might be able to fit them?
Jules has clothes.
Yes, that she's slept in and worn and
No,
You've-
visit the girlfriend till season 4.
If you're willing to be a tiny bit patient, I can see if any of Ellie's stuff is in storage in the shed. My sister, I look to Jules. My sister used to live here as well, so I'm fairly sure there's going to be something here that's going to work.
so we're heading up to your place then. Just In-
No.
no.
We'll have to head back to the shed, so further back on the property.
Oh, yep.
Oh, another shed. Wonderful.
Yep, the shed. Yep, gotcha. I can't drive right now, so we're going in your car.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Remy moves into the front seat.
Ah,
Code, you happy for me to do a tiny bit
Absolutely.
of narration?
Yeah, go for it.
So we drive back to the shed, which is like a very big, old, like color bond steel shed, like 20-meter wide sort of thing with bays. Like it's divided into bays with roller doors in the front, so it's quite a big setup, and it goes back probably another 10 meters on the concrete slab. And as sort of like we get back there, one of the roller doors is open. And you can see there's like a wooden mezzanine sort of halfway up, because it's quite tall, and the area that's open has what looks like a blacksmith, like an old time blacksmith forge, but more modern version, which has a whole pile of stuff for working on shoe horses, horseshoes, the
That
other
one.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got there.
But as we sort of pull up, there is a clear, shimmering barrier that seems to be visible on the mystical level that protects this area. As soon as you're close enough to see it, it's there.
Southie, what's that?
That is storage.
Award.
It's yes. Balabalian ward, using salt and blood predominantly, but also other things.
Blood? Whose
Yes.
blood?
Mine. It doesn't work if it's not mine.
Your blood.
It's my place. Yes.
Remy is in stunned silence. Kind of processing that.
Roll up the second bay door and step in, and then start rummaging through old boxes looking for stuff.
While you guys are rummaging.
Yeah, Jules, fine clothing.
This is where Ko gets to make the question of, does Jules count as a monster for the purposes of my haven?
So, I see.
Ooh.
It's a trust exercise.
Because I haven't implicitly allowed yet, but it's a question of, is this thing actually a monster? Which is what I'm finding out in this moment.
Are you standing there waiting for Jules to step over the threshold, or are you just
Well, I sort of
keeping an
step
eye
in.
on the side as you
I step in and just sort of start going through old alley boxes, looking for old clothes of my sister, but sort of expecting the follow.
Okay. So Remy steps in, still a little bit bewildered. As you do step through, Remy, you feel that sort of almost imperceptible if you didn't know it was there. But it's almost like this slight bit of pressure that you push through like a bubble edge. And then Jules, do you follow after?
I mean, it'd be funny if she just stood there on the precipice, if she's aware it's there.
Yes, but
Not
good
because-
puppies follow.
Yeah, Let me flip a coin.
Yeah.
I think that'll be fun. I think heads she follows because proximity to her person.
Mhm.
Tails she waits out of spite. Oh, sorry. We'll do odds and evens.
Yeah, either or.
Odds she stays, evens she goes.
Yep.
It's an odd one. She obstinately stays at the threshold and stares Southie down.
Okay.
That's fine.
Well,
Remy
you
kind
guys...
of eyes Jewel like, You've been glued to my hip this entire time and now you choose to stay out there?
I'm not going to
Obviously.
throw myself through other people's blood wards.
But it's fine.
It depends on what he intends to keep in and out.
Remy shrugs. This is above her. She has no idea about any of this.
Harumph.
I've got some jeans here and a couple of t-shirts that should get you through a couple of days at least, and then we can start washing stuff as necessary. You're going to need to get other underwear.
Remy kind
Other-
of snorts quietly.
She just starts stripping, to be honest. There are no underwear. She's just fine.
And then just turns away and lets it happen behind him.
Remy follows suit, just adverts eyesight.
All right.
And look,
While-
and kind of looks at Southie like, did she just do that? Did that just happen?
While this is happening, at
Dusty.
the other side of the village, Dusty, you've just finished clearing out your caravan when you hear the sound of your father sort of clear his throat behind you. So, you're really making this your space, huh?
Yeah, it's starting to feel like a home of my own.
What you think about moving out with that girl you had by that your mother was talking about?
Oh, Jules? Nah, probably not.
There's that awkward silence for a bit. You're not allowed to host parties here.
I know, Dad. You gave me the talk before you let me have the caravan.
You didn't happen to go through a box of your mother's old stuff, did you?
I think I moved one.
Alright. Nothing fell out?
Dusty has a moment where he's like very clearly thinking over everything that he's moved, and he knows that Jules was from a box of his mother's things. But he also, like, he's clever enough to know that he needs to think about this before he answers, so he can go over in his head, like, okay, what did I move? What did fall out of boxes? Like, what did I have to put back in places? And, like, he definitely did drop multiple things in this process, so he's
Yeah.
cataloging it all. Yeah, I dropped something. Oh, there was a shirt, but I put it back,
Right.
and I think that was all.
Long as you put it back, can't have anything getting out of place. You know how your mother gets if anything's not in its rightful place.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was doing my best to be careful. I don't need any scoldings.
Your mother wants you to bring that girl around for dinner one night.
Oh.
She seems to think you two are an item.
Alright. I'll ask her. See how that goes.
There's that, like, awkward, like, thin lip smile that all white dads do. And then it's like, be careful on the roads. Freaking Petey had a crash last night
Oh,
down near
jeez.
Gunnegal turns, so
Is he alright?
yeah. Like I was just drunk, I think.
Oh.
Watch out for the fuckwits on the roads, you know, car
Yeah.
races and all. If you head into town, bring me back a pack of ciggies.
Yeah, easy. I should probably head into town soon. You know?
Right.
Hit up the bakery, get a pie.
Grab a loaf of bread on your way home.
On it.
He sort of gives you a pat on the shoulder and turns and leaves. You know, average conversation with fucking dad. The dog following after him. Waiting for him to throw the ball, just kind of picking up the tennis ball, dropping it at his feet, and as he keeps walking past, picks it up, drops it at his feet again.
Yeah.
He finally
well,
sort of
if he doesn't throw the
picks
ball.
it up and throws it. The dog goes blasts him down the yard and comes back again.
Yeah, definitely. Like dog's name is like Red Dog or something
Yeah.
blue. You know, Mutt.
It's called all sorts of shits.
Yeah.
But you can. I want you to mark down that you specifically did not tell your father about the shawl.
Oh yes, I will indeed write that down.
But you sort of see your mother. She's got some things on the line, trying to get them aired out before the rain comes in. It's still sort of overcast and stormy looking, but she sort of eyes you but doesn't say anything. And you have the chance to finish up and head into town if you so wish.
Like a Hills hoist.
Yeah, good
Love
old
the old
Hills
Hills
hoist. On slight lean from where young Dusty used to swing on it as a kid.
Yeah. Dusty will finish up what he was doing and get on in the Brumby and head into town.
Okay. Whereabouts in town are you heading? Just to the bakery?
Yeah, he'll go to the bakery first.
Yeah. Alright. You make your way to the bakery. There's a lot of outsiders in town, like people stopping off for lunch on their way through to Bathurst, that kind of thing. A lot of the locals are out and about as a result. You see some people talking to people that they talk to every year when they come through. Let's see. There is a sort of bit of a hush, a bit of a presence of cops that you weren't expecting. While you knew that the time for the races brings a lot of cops from around the region in, there is a very distinct uptick at the moment, and you suspect that is because of Peter McDonald's car accident the night before. How close are you paying attention to the chatter in the people around here?
Probably pretty well, because, you know, friends with everyone.
Gossip?
Finding any opportunity to slide into a conversation and have
Yeah.
a little chat.
You hear a bit of conversation. You actually do. Let me see who you run into.
Ooh.
You enter into the bakery just in time to see Peter McDonald, the man himself,
Ooh.
surrounded by 3 little old ladies who are cooing and essentially love bombing this man as they
Disgusting.
sort of, one's pinching his cheeks and others just, "Oh dear, I heard about what happened. Are you okay?" You recognize these obviously as Nancy, Brittany, and Theodora. Nancy is sort of tidying up his shirt, straightening his shirt up as if he's just been in the accident itself. Brittany is like fixing her glasses as she looks at him with concern, and Theodora is like leaning on the table, sort of next to him, patting his hand as it rests on the table. And you can see him. "I'm telling you, ladies, I don't know if it was a ghost or a spirit. It was there. It was real. It was as clear as you are right there." You sort of see Brittany. I'm sure it was. Maybe it was just an angel. Maybe that's why you didn't get hurt. He's like, well, the angel's what caused the accident. She's like, oh, angels wouldn't do that, darling.
Not our good Christian angels. They would never.
No. Nancy
Dusty has to stifle a laugh at that one. It's just like
Nancy pipes up. You shouldn't say things like that too loud. People will start thinking you're a bit funny in their head, darling, and then you won't get that chance at council next year that you want. There is the very distinct conversation there. And you are now aware that he thinks you're familiar, being a local, you're familiar with stories of the Gunnegal man, stories that got told when you were, growing up, ghost stories around the campfire with friends, all that kind of thing. The Gunnegal man story has been changed here and there depending on who's telling it, but the basis is always the same. It is the spirit of a gold miner who died in some kind of tragic way in that creek and is stuck there for one reason or another, that occasionally likes to pop out and cause car accidents by scaring people in the middle of the road.
Yes, you do.
Your typical backcountry ghost story.
not much else for ghosts to do in the country.
So true.
You don't think you've ever met anyone in person who's claimed they see it outside of, childhood things of oh yeah, I definitely saw it. I definitely saw that ghost.
Happened to a friend of mine.
Yeah, this is probably the first time you've seen an adult talking about it so loudly and insistently in public.
Mm.
So it's definitely unusual.
Yeah, Dusty's trying not to he's looking, he's watching, he's listening. It's obvious. He's trying not to be obvious. He's trying to look like he's trying to decide what pie he wants. Except everyone knows that Dusty always just gets a steak and onion pie. With sauce on the side, never on the pie. There is no decision making. He's trying to look like he's making it, not making a decision.
You see Richard sort of walk over. You still perusing or having trouble making up your mind? He sort of gives you a nod of his head towards Peter as if to say, you're listening in too.
Yeah, I was just checking to see if you had anything new or interesting since there's all the city yuppies coming through.
No, gotta stick to the same old, mate. Otherwise, we lose business, don't we? Gotta keep the old ones happy.
Well, in that case, I'll just have the usual.
Righto.
Oh, and a loaf of bread for Dad.
Easy. Yeah. You see he sort of wanders over. You're used to seeing both Richard and Carol in the bakery up and about. Carol's not there today. And you sort of watch as he brings you up. $3 for the bread, $5 for the pie. Cash or card?
Oh, cash. Yeah, easy. Pulls out the old wallet and pulls out the $5 note and then rummages around a bit and then gets the $2 coin and the dollar coin and
yep, easy.
There you go. gonna be absolutely Velcro. Most of it
Absolutely.
probably doesn't super Velcro very well anymore
The old
either.
rip,
It's like
the old
two
rip
little
curl
patches
print,
of
like
it.
mostly
Rip
worn off
yeah.
by
curl,
now.
Sure. What an absolute piece of shit.
Yep. Are you eating in store? Or are you gonna
Yeah.
head out? Yeah, alright.
Yeah, no, he always gets the pie on a plate, sauce on the side.
And an extra side of gossip.
Yeah, and just he won't sit too close. He'll just sort of like
Yeah.
if there's the sort of like window seats with the high chair
Yeah.
on the bar, like looking out on the street. He likes those sorts of spots.
You see the bell above the door rings, and you watch as the newer couple to the town sort of come in. Felicity and Kayla. You see, Kayla is this sort of taller Aboriginal woman with lovely curly hair. Felicity is this thin, sort of 5 foot nothing redhead with pin straight hair and freckles all over. And they enter in holding hands, and you see the old ladies sort of hush up a bit, and then you hear Brittany. Well, I expect you to come to church on Sunday, Peter. It'll do you good. Thank the Lord for keeping you safe. And you hear Nancy sort of, we should be off. The rabble has appeared. And the three old women get their things and get up, giving Peter like little pats on the cheek before making their way
Poor,
out, sort of a wide berth
beautiful
around
Peter.
Felicity and Kayla, who are not paying it any mind.
Lesbians.
Lesbians.
It would be at about this time that if the other three of you are heading into town, you guys would be sort of getting into town and would see the Brumby parked outside the bakery. If you guys wanted to stop in and pick up Dusty on your way through.
I think Jules might have a vested interest in this, considering what's still in the Brumby.
Yeah, I mean, she recognized it, and there's very few things that she recognizes so far. There's the terrible innate need to be helpful. Points it out as they go by.
That's the bakery.
No, the horse.
The horse?
Are we riding on a horse right now, as far as you're concerned?
No. The long pause.
Remy kind of twists and looks at Jules with a quizzical look. Do you mean Dusty's car?
The Brumby.
The car.
Yes, okay.
Do we need to stop?
No, let's pull in there. I mean, this time of morning, lots of people are going to be in there anyway, so maybe you'll spot someone that you are looking for, Remy.
Well, didn't he specifically talk about eating evil? And didn't your premonition have those very same notes?
Right, Jules, when we stop and pull
Just
in,
sheer horror on Remy's face.
we're going to need to keep your beliefs about...
Maybe don't talk.
There you go. I will pull the dual cab Ranger, big red car, into into the parking lot just down the on the street, a bit down from the bakery.
Bakery's on the main strip. There's no parking lot. It's just wherever you can find a park, which usually isn't hard in this place, but a little bit harder today.
I think before we headed out, I would have put the bush pig in the back, the shotgun in the back of that I loaded up with rock salt last episode.
Yep.
If there is the chance that we're going to be going across a ghost,
Yeah,
let's just have that there.
absolutely.
Bush pig.
Yes, the shotgun is a BP-220W Bush Pig. It's a hefty shotgun.
Yeah,
That's great.
It goes boom.
It goes boom.
they're kind of fun to fight.
For
So,
those who don't know, for those watching, I come from a background where I had to handle a lot of firearms, so I know my guns.
Did a bunch of poo-poo.
So, the three of you enter in. Remy, you are immediately hit. As soon as you guys got into town, you've sort of started adjusting to the noise of the locals here. It's not as heavy as the major city that you were in, but it's still a lot of noise looking at the, like,
Yeah, now there's fucking
group
tourists.
of people, and now there's tourists. The majority of the sound is thinking about the car races, thinking about alcohol, thinking about have we got everything. I hope there's not a line to get into the camping. I wonder if we're going to get to the top of the mount. That kind of noise. Idle chatter of idle brains of bogan car fiends. But I grew up there. I understand it. You pass the three little old ladies heading up the road towards the IGA. All of them sort of look at you, Remy. Are Remy and Jules holding hands
I was
again?
about to say, with the increased stress as they got towards town and pulled out, Jules would have offered her hand in a very stubborn way.
Yep.
They would have.
Remy also would have probably taken it.
They see you, Remy, and
Yep.
like there's that look of them giving the wide smiles to Southie, and then they see you, Remy, and you watch as Nancy's face drops, and then she looks down and sees you two holding hands, and you see all three of their faces sort of change expression through this range of expressions.
Fucking hell.
And they give yet again a wide berth, a polite nod to Southie before like.
Morning, Nancy.
avoiding the
How you doing
IGA.
today?
Just fine, thank you. Lots
That's
of
good to hear.
strangers in town.
Well, it's that time of year, you know. It's always going to be like that. But think of all the good things for the businesses as everyone comes through.
Yeah, more
It's
and
good
more,
for the town.
more and more trouble coming in too. She gives a very distinct look at Jules.
Jules nods. Yeah, there is trouble coming.
Remy
It
kind
looks
of
like sass, but she is so sincere. Like, yes, this lady gets it.
Remy kind of just pats Jules' chest a little bit, like
Chest?
you know, just that area, because she's taller than Remy.
We really should be heading off. We've got to head into town to play bingo, so we can't be late.
Yeah,
Enjoy
gotta
bingo.
understand.
We will. Have a good one, Charles.
Nice
Always.
seeing you.
And just kind of ignores Remy and keeps going. Does Remy give Nancy the finger?
No, I roll for sure. I roll yes, finger no. She's not that rude.
Okay. You make
She'll
your
warm
way.
up to me.
You make your way in. The bell above the door of the cafe of the bakery ringing, and you see sitting at the window table, Dusty sort of sitting there, pie half in his mouth.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's.
I I think at this point, Peter is actually sitting at the table with you, regaling with the story again with you. You've heard the story twice now before he had got to you, and each time it is this like ghost has gotten scarier.
The fish is getting bigger.
Yeah.
Hey, Shal, three vanilla slice. I'll come up in a sec. And then I'll move over to where Dusty is.
Dusty finishes his mouthful and is like,
And then
"Hi, Southie."
the thing is staring at me with these flaming eyes.
Wow. Takes another bite so he doesn't have to
Southie?
say any more words.
Come on, Peter.
Morning. Hope you're having a better one than me.
You ran into a bit of trouble, or at least the verge last night.
I'm telling you, no one seems to listen. What I saw was real, man.
Saw the eyes.
Yeah. Glowing. Right through my soul.
Reflected in the headlights. Yep. And then just bounced away like it wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gonna just push that story out to everyone around as that it bounced away. Perfect.
There is for the other three of you, you can see there are other people who had been listening in the cafe, all just sort of yeah, and then like go back to their business.
Yep.
Don't worry. I hear the cops have been out there anyway.
Yeah, well, they had to pull my car out of the bloody creek.
How'd you get home?
Thankfully, I was able to walk up the road and get reception enough to give Reginald a call. He wasn't too happy
Reggie
to
came
be.
out?
He wasn't too happy to be called at 3 a.m. But what can you do?
Now, what were you doing at 3 a.m. coming along the out road?
Heading home.
From
From the stump?
Yeah.
Which is the pub?
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
Maybe 3 a.m.'s the time to get Reggie to come and get you from the stump rather than trying to get home.
Oh, I'd only had like 2, mate. Like, I've had worse
At
before
3 a.m.
driving.
you'd only had 2?
Yeah. I was there on
Remy's
council
just watching
business for
this
most part.
exchange.
Yeah. Well,
And he
long's
assisted
it gonna
buying
take?
the place.
That's the plan. We'll see
We
how
had-
it goes.
And we had to get the paperwork sort of started and discuss all the, taxes and stuff around that.
Yeah, well,
And
I'm
then we
fairly
watched
sure
the
the state
races, and then
government...
there was a footy game.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, those things go on.
There is a look at... He sort of realizes he's getting absolutely nowhere with you.
I need to take the bishop boy, actually, if you don't mind.
Sure. Have a good one.
No, that's so good. Your council run looking good this year?
Hopefully.
Right. It's everyone around the properties, I reckon, and you're a shoe-in, so I wouldn't be too worried.
Well, that's what Reggie keeps saying.
Just make sure no one's hearing you telling ghost stories. Otherwise, I don't want that confidence disappearing on you.
There is a tight-lipped look on his face as he gives a nod. And then sort of, I'll see you later. Maybe at church. And then steps back and exits.
Dustin?
He's mostly finished his pie now. It's like slowed down now that he's not avoiding talking. Hey, Southie. And Remy and Jules too.
Yep.
Hi, Dusty.
Still holding hands.
Yep.
Yep, and Jules is
Peacefully,
clearly
it is
deliberately not
very
talking.
quiet. Very quiet in Remy's head right now.
Yeah. See, what a benefit. It's good for you.
Lesbian.
Yes.
Did you get
It's
the story out of him?
lesbianism. It's good for you.
Did you get the story out of him?
Yeah. Like 3 times over. Wouldn't shut up.
Not a rue, yeah?
Not a row.
All right. We're gonna head out there. Given
Oh yeah.
your experience with the local area, it might be worth having you along if you don't mind.
Gotta even out the knowledge.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna swing past home, deliver this bread and some smokes for Dad, and then I'll come join you.
Sounds good. We need to take a walk through town anyway.
Remy.
Yeah.
It's as you sort of looking around in the bakery because you hear a sort of deep raucous laughter. You sort of lay eyes on Richard, who is behind the counter laughing with Felicity about something, and you immediately feel that connection. That's who you were in.
Oh. I reckon it'd take her by like a shot. So she'd suddenly drop Jules's hand and reach for Southie.
Oh
And
my
just-
God, the offense.
And just kind of cringes at the noise rushing in, but like cannot take eyes off of Richard.
It is as soon as you
Alright.
let go of Jules's hand and reach for Southie, you also get the vision of that shadowy figure over Dusty, who's kind of leaning over, watching the lot of you.
Dusty's finishing up his pie, completely ignorant.
You're on?
Yeah. No. I don't think so. He's familiar. And not in the I've seen him around town way.
In the man of your dreams kind of way.
Dusty
Yeah,
snorts.
but seeing through them.
Right.
Also, Dusty,
Um,
you and I need to talk later.
Okay.
Just later, when we're not in a cafe full of people.
I'm sure we'll be talking plenty down at the creek, yeah.
Cool, great.
So, Remy.
Trying very hard not to look at the thing that other people cannot see.
Yep.
Remy, with you sort of looking at Richard, you can
Yeah.
choose to either leave that situation for this session, like for now, and continue on with the ghost hunting, or you could do something like investigate a mystery or read a situation.
Yeah, so I was going to ask if I can use telepathy to investigate
Yeah.
a mystery without actually having to talk.
Absolutely. Roll investigate a mystery for me.
That's is that the flexible alternative or the normal? Just the normal.
Just normal one.
Is that sharp or weird?
No, you for
Mine are
you,
weird.
you will always roll weird.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
Yeah.
Failure.
Okay. You Alrighty. Let's see.
Mark
Don't
an
forget to mark experience.
I
Yeah.
did that
Yeah,
immediately.
mark
Oh,
your
yeah.
experience. You sort of try and get a read on his mind, but there is too much.
They're not. They are not. Your role moves as normal, except people will not expect the weirdness of your mental communication.
Yes.
Yes.
The noise that is going on around you bleeds in as you sort of connect with him. And you see he's like midway through a conversation and he's just kind of, oh, fuck. And you feel as both of you get that sharp pang of like an oncoming migraine echo through your temple. And you're both
Shit.
rubbing that same temple at the same time. And instinctively, I think at this point you would have reached out for Jules.
I would have reached back to
Um,
Jules. Yeah.
Yep,
Fucking Jules coming up behind Remy.
But
Mine.
truly. Yep.
And as soon as you do, that pain passes, and you seem sort of, oh fuck. You overhear Felicity like, "You're right, Reg. Yeah, you're right, Richard. Yeah, I think maybe I'm coming down with what Carol has. I don't know. I'll take some Panadol. I'll be right."
The old she'll be
And-
right method.
Yeah, and that's what you get.
That's Australian country healthcare right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Old
look,
fashioned.
if
She'll be right.
If you're out in the bush, you only go to the doctor or the hospital when shit's real bad.
Yeah, don't you know that's why
Um,
hospitals go to like DEFCON 1 when a farmer walks in?
Exactly.
If they haven't finished their work for the day, yes.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what you got.
I think Jules
I
has
got
started
nothing.
turning to Dusty to be like, "You owe me a vessel," but trying to hiss it quietly because she's not allowed to talk in here. But then as soon as Remy's in any kind of distress, it's like the full 180 beeline to her.
I don't think Remy knows what to
saw
do with this.
The start of like being addressed and was like puppy dog sort of like yes, and then it's like, oh okay, and then goes back to his pipe. Just like,
Yeah, yep.
all right.
There is in the background there is that elbowing from Kayla who sort of nods towards Jules and Remy and leads in and says something to Felicity like, "Oh my god, it's like us when we were first dating."
Oh no.
But that's what you got for this from that interaction.
I got nothing.
Yeah. So you can try again later.
Yeah.
But for now, you've got a ghost problem.
We do. And Jules has another problem.
Yeah.
All right. Do we cut forward to the creek when Dusty finally gets free?
We absolutely can. We're going to take a 5-minute break for now, though, so that people can use bathrooms, grab a drink, all that kind of stuff.
Stretch time!
Next session, we will have an actual ad break. Yeah. But for now, we will be right back. We're back, gang.
Yippee.
Apparently, it takes 5 minutes for all of us to get extra energy and giggles in.
Yeah.
I like that we've just got the
Oh, I mean,
captions of captioned bark, 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 bark.
Yeah.
I saw wolf
It was-
eyebrow something, and I'm like, oh, I need to screenshot that
Hang
and
on.
list it. And I'm like, God damn it.
But Elks it was behind the kittens car wash
Yeah.
That's what it was called. Yes, it was a stripper car wash.
called Kittens.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, there's a strip club.
Someone needs to take me to this place next time
There
I'm
is a
over.
strip club in southeastern Melbourne called Kittens Car Wash. Sorry, called
God.
Kittens, and it's a strip club. But they also have a side business where bikini-clad young ladies will clean vehicles and provide no other services because it is not a licensed venue. TM. It's called Kittens Car Wash.
Well,
I love Melbourne.
it's so
great.
it's so great.
I don't know what
Hey,
the fuck is
it's
going
no
on.
24-hour drive through a florist.
Yeah.
Other fun stories is up in Preston, there is a 24-hour drive-through florist. Was, funnily enough, the business model for being a 24-hour florist that is a drive-through isn't about selling flowers.
Oh, ha.
Or is
Who
it?
would have guessed?
Certain. Yeah.
Hmm.
Melbourne.
I could
Alright.
technically see the argument for the need for a 24-hour florist.
It's the drive-through. Drive-through florist. The impression that anybody in that situation knows exactly what bouquet arrangement that they want.
Yeah, yeah.
And that would be just ready. That's some horse shit right there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Shall we go find this ghost?
It's
Yeah.
ghost hunting time, baby.
Why can't we ghost befriend?
You
So I
can.
think-
Why is it always
You
gotta go to
never know
hunting?
what I'm gonna pull out of my hat.
Yeah, I
you
think
can hunt for
before
friends.
we get down to the actual creek, we'll meet up before that because Dusty has to go off and do stuff.
Mhm.
And I'll ask the question.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, everyone know how to deal with ghosts?
Nope. I tend to avoid and ignore because after one too many times of being looked at weird for talking to nothing, you kind of learn not to talk to them.
Yeah. Unfortunately, some ghosts are not going the peaceful route. And thus, you can't just ignore them if they're doing harm to people, like driving them off the road.
What if it wasn't intended harm though? What if they're lonely?
Well, a ghost tends to only stick around because they've got something that they are not ready to let go of, or they've got some business to attend to, or their death was so violent that they can't resolve it. They're the main reasons. And unfortunately, a lot of the efforts that they do is that over time they will go further and further. They will disconnect from whatever humanity they had. And that tends to lead to violence.
So you're qualified, are you?
Nope.
Am I here?
Yeah, I think
Or is
you'd
this
be there
while
by
I
now.
before?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Nope. I wouldn't say qualified. There's no formal qualification that comes with it. But I've been up against ghosts before. in the old days.
Jules, you've killed a few ghosts in the past as
Nice.
a wielded weapon.
Would we suggest that I, as a weapon, or when wielded, have the capacity to interact with the incorporeal?
Absolutely, you are classed as
Having the magic
a
tag.
magic weapon.
I think at that point, then Jules is so stubbornly, again, takes Remy's hands and is like, well, we don't need your qualification. We don't need your history because Remy can do it now.
Huh? Jules, you can't just... Jules!
What?
I think we should listen to Southie.
Look,
Listen to him what?
I am no expert in this area. I've just had more experience than the average layperson. I wouldn't want an unprepared person walking into an interaction with a possibly dangerous ghost.
Remy kind of just looks at Jules and then looks at Southie and is like, what he said.
Because a ghost throwing you off the road is by far not the worst thing they can do. Possession is a problem, especially from people who are sensitive, like your partner, Jules.
I wouldn't let that happen.
Oh,
I can solve everything if I just declare I won't allow it.
Just that stubborn.
Yep.
Dusty
Okay.
arrives and trudges over from the Brumby, and he's got Jules' shawl, sort of like he's bundled it up in some fabric so that the beads don't fall off and go somewhere again, and sort of is like, oh, this is yours, and hands it to Jules, like, sort of like, sorry, I forgot about this.
This,
Remy lets go of Jules's hand so Jules can
Yep.
take the bundle.
yes. So this isn't mine. This is me. What did you do to it?
Uh-oh.
Wrapped it up in some fabric to keep it safe.
So this is what you consider safe? Look at the state. What have you done? Are they all here? And is,
Yeah.
very much, I think, in the state of a vampire, laying everything down on the ground to start counting beads and finding the tear and the weave.
Jules, this isn't the place for this.
Counting.
I don't think I lost any. There were only like the two that came off while we were at Southeast after you tackled Remy.
You know how many beads are on each string? There is one missing.
Oh, she's
And-
fuming.
Until you can find where that one is, which is probably somewhere in the grass outside Southie's place, and until you can find someone skilled enough to fix the weave of it, you will not be able to return to your vessel.
Collects it all up, stands up, and points at Southie. This is your fault.
Can Remy feel how upset
Sorry?
Jules is?
I think everybody in the block radius can feel how upset
Okay,
Jules
yeah.
is.
But like, there's feeling it and then feeling it.
That's a good question. I mean, I imagine that they would have a relevant link to such things.
Yeah.
Storyteller?
Yeah.
The
You
intense
absolutely
emotions?
you feel. Are you still connected at all, or have
Not
you let go?
presently. I let go so Jules could pick
All
up the.
all of that, the sort of ambient noise in your head, which is understandably minimal at this point because it's mostly just Dusty, because you guys have made your way out of town a little bit. And the whispering of Dusty's attachment. But outside of that, you get this wash of intense frustration and a little bit of despair. And that
Remy would reach out and very gently put, like instinctually, put a hand on the arm that's pointing to Southie.
You. Right, you believe I am responsible for some sort of setback for you? Am I correct?
You are the one who felt you needed to intervene with things that didn't involve you.
Jules, your purpose seems to be to provide some level of protection and care to Remy. Am I incorrect?
I'm here to empower her.
Yep. And before you arrived, when she was wandering, who kept her safe?
I suppose you want to imply that was you?
I am asking the question because she is obviously important to you.
Well, I clearly wasn't involved before that point because I was stashed in somebody's decrepit shed in cardboard boxes for generations.
I feel like
Remy-
that's more likely to break a beaded shawl than anything I could do.
Remy steps in the middle and faces Jules and grabs her hand in both of hers.
And you rolled me just a straight
Southie-
weird shot for a second.
Who?
You.
Oh, okay. 10?
Nice.
There is a moment where you are suddenly in a half unpacked caravan that was used as a shed. Is the music not playing? Weird.
Nice.
Okay. It is going.
That's perfect. We're bonding.
You are standing in a half unpacked shed caravan, and you are looking at the crumpled beaded shawl that has just been pulled out of the box, and you realize, because you can feel the presence, the weight, both on the shoulders and the heart, that you are looking through Dusty's eyes. And then you watch as you sort of shift the beads and they catch the light just so before a flash of light appears and Jules is in your arms, and you drop the shawl, and there is a very distinct part of you where that vision shifts, and you're watching in the background the fluster of Jules and Dusty, but your focus is on the beaded shawl as it hits the ground, snagging on one of the boxes, and begins the unraveling of one of the strings. and you are back.
I'm not going to say that I kept her safe. I'm saying that when she came, she needed somewhere to harbor.
Remy gasps. You're missing a bead? She tilts her head, looking at Jules, focused on Jules.
That's so validating for Jules. It's redirecting straight to Remy. Like, yes, you understand. There's one missing.
I saw it. It's She looks at Dusty.
Yes.
She looks at Dusty just slightly, still very much in Jules's vision. That shed, I think. The lost bead isn't at home. It's where you found Jules.
Ah,
Hmm.
the deflating.
The shawl dropped and it got snagged on a box, and the bead came off there.
So, just so that we are aware of what just happened above table, whenever one of you two are particularly emotional and make physical contact with the other, there is the chance for one of you to roll a weird roll and for something to happen.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Because
Cool.
you're connected.
I love that. I love that Remy can help.
Connected. Yeah, and it does. So clearly, she softens. Like the anger sort of simmers down. I mean, Dusty still gets a stink eye, but the blame ceases. And the next look she casts Southeast way has a little less venom to it.
I might understand that this is an enchanted item of some description.
It's them. She is it, and it is her.
Is it a metaphysical device? The lamp of a genie, the casing
Yes.
pelt of a shapeshifter, that sort of thing.
It's the lack of genie in bottle. Jules in shawl. Jules come out.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I may have the appropriate tools to repair it in my deep storage.
Remy pats Jules' hand very softly and just continues holding it. See?
It's going to be some research, but perhaps, if it will help.
The almost petulant kind of sniff and looking away and well, I'm here for a purpose anyway, so it's not an immediate problem anyhow.
So, you guys have been having this conversation. Were you guys quite at the floodway yet?
No, I held everyone back so we could have that conversation about does everyone know how to deal with a ghost before we were at the ghost?
Okay.
Yeah, reasonable.
You guys are pulled over across the road. You can sort of see down the road between the trees where that roadway sort of curves down towards the creek. You can just not see the creek itself, but you can hear in the distance the sound of a car coming. You also see through the trees in the darkening of the day a cloud of dust on the dirt road. It would be at about this point that you guys hear the sound of brakes being hit and a skid and the sound of a horn being laid on. And there's silence for a moment. You don't hear a crash. And then you hear the car start back up again. And a little slower this time, but continuing on towards you guys before a few minutes later, you see someone's four-wheel drive carrying a trailer full of camping supplies drive past you all.
Do the standard country wave as someone drives past.
Yeah, they sort of don't respond because they're city slickers and they're kind of just, they don't really get the courtesy. But
Well, I think that's going to be confirmation that it's not going to be just nocturnal, which means it's going to be relatively powerful.
Remy can do this.
Remy just looks at Jules with like the look of no.
Girl, don't volunteer me.
Don't volunteer me for this, please.
Well, while I am very happy to trust that, I also know that these things can sometimes take multiple sets of hands. And I will walk to the back of the vehicle and I will pull out my sword, which is a
Sure.
single-edged silver blade with a pitch forward, like a curve to it. It's concave near the hilt, but convex near the point. So it's like almost like a machete, but it's more like a hook-handed grip Celtic sword made out of silver.
very nice.
Damn.
Nice.
And
Did you
it sort
bring
of-
anything with you, Dusty?
He would keep tools and stuff in the Brumby, and my gear all feels like things that he'd just have in the Brumby. So pocket knife or multi-tool, he'd absolutely have
Mm-hmm.
like a pocket knife with him. Open zip ties. He'll have some zip ties in a pocket. He doesn't think
You're
he'll
gonna
really
zip tie
need
a
that for a
ghost?
ghost,
Yeah.
but that's probably he's always got them in his pocket just in case, and then he's got
Mhm.
rope in the Brumby.
Yeah.
He's got some pie crumbs on his shirt.
And some pie crumbs, yeah. He didn't drop any tomato sauce on himself though, which is a good metric.
That's pretty good.
Mm.
You know you're in for a good day.
You guys,
Although he does seem to wear a red shirt,
Right.
so.
So,
you guys
you
making your
think-
way down?
yeah. So, Jules, you think that your protection will ensure that Remy isn't vulnerable to possession?
We won't be vulnerable to possession.
Okay.
There's so much certainty to this.
Remy's just hanging off to the side, going, I am not ready for this.
I'm going to pocket 2 of my shotgun shells as well, just because they're full of rock salt and you never know.
Yep.
Mm.
Oh
Amazing.
boy.
I have a move called preparedness.
Yep.
This is how I play it.
By being prepared, yeah.
Now is a good time if
Yeah.
you've got anything you can prepare to do so. As you guys grab stuff out of the car and make your way down the road. Are you heading in the car or are you heading on foot?
How far away is it?
Probably about a 15-minute walk.
I intend to walk,
Mhm.
and if someone
I
questions it, I'll say, yeah, well, this is a ghost that throws people off the road. I'm intending to walk. Anyone got a problem with that?
I would walk. Jules doesn't have
Yep.
a choice.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, there's also no instinct to get into a car.
Dusty's quite happy to walk. Plenty of time to chat. He'll probably end up striding aside Remy and was like, so you wanted to chat about something?
Yes.
The shadow figure over Dusty leans over to look at you.
Question. Can telepathy work on spirits?
Given what you are, you can definitely try.
I'm trying to decide, like, am I going to get into shit for this?
Do you want to know?
I'm also fascinated.
Play to
so-
lose. Play to lose.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so Remy kind of like slows down just a bit.
Yeah,
Still
you guys
able
sort
to
of
see.
slow pace a little.
Yeah. 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 So are you aware that you have a thing attached to you?
It's called a dick.
Damn.
Like Dusty immediately
please
like
someone
looks at
clip that.
himself, just like, do I have food on my shirt, or like dusts
No.
himself off? Like,
Not physically. You have a spirit kind of attached to you.
oh,
It's a shadow kind of just hanging out over your head and around you in general.
do people usually have that?
Not in my experience.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, I have seen some stuff, you know. This is new, and it kind of told me not to say anything, so
It is
Remy
pointedly like
nods.
leaning in and
Oh my
nodding
God.
with you right now.
I feel like Jules is pulling Remy away. Like, oh my God. We're not standing
Does this
next to
not
that guy.
count as? Do I count as not saying something? Like, am I allowed to know about this?
I don't know.
It just sort of like looks around as though he's going to be able to see it. Like,
As you're
Can
looking
I-
around, it like leans over you, like looking down at you. Not that you can see it, but
not that I can see.
Remy's kind of like, oh boy. Can I use the sight to communicate with it?
yeah, roll me investigate a
Weird.
mystery.
Oh, investigate a mystery, not sight.
Yeah, okay, yeah, let's do sight then. We're playing
Failure.
flexible with this. Failure.
Cannot communicate with this one right now.
Yeah. You watch as you roll that. And it looks down at Dusty before looking at you. And it just waggles a finger. And then brings its finger up to its lip again. And you hear once more, shh.
Remy kind of like scrunches up her nose in a little bit of like, ugh, and kind of looks at Dusty and goes, yeah, I'm letting you know that's there. I'm gonna go catch up with Southie now. Drags Jules along.
Yep. Absolutely not leaving Remy anywhere near that mess.
Dusty, you are left walking slightly behind the others, with the realization that apparently you've got something on you, but
Yeah.
FYI, you got some
that was a
freaky thing on
weird
you. Bye.
conversation.
Well, definitely shouldn't let Remy meet my dad. Not that I don't think Dusty's gonna really have enough of a.
You don't have a choice because we need to go there.
Yeah. Yeah. True. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
You guys get to the floodway. It is the creek itself. It's only a trickle at the moment. You know it. The water will rise as the rain actually starts hitting. It's overgrown. This only really gets driven by locals for the most part. Though this time of year, sometimes people try to beat the traffic by taking side roads and back roads. So you've got that dirt road that becomes cement floodway to let the water pass easier and not destroy and wash out the roll. And then, yeah, you guys can do a little bit of investigation. You don't see anyone or anything at the moment.
Ooh.
You can see there
Do
is
have a
some
thing.
marks where the most recent car sort of skidded out.
Ooh. And what about where Peter's car went over the edge?
Yes, you can see the very clear skid lines, and there is a little bit of police tape around the area. The car is still actually there. They haven't actually removed it from the creek yet. You can see that there appears to be, and this will upset you a bit, dear, as far as you go looking at this thing, because you can see that there's a bit of an oil leak coming from the car into the creek.
Into the creek?
Yep,
Oh, no.
into the creek. The
don't like
front
that.
tires are in that trickle of water, throwing it out a little bit. It's pooling and rushing around them. You can see that there are some tire marks from some older cars that have skidded out. But yeah.
Well, Jules is going down there.
Okay.
Just sort of doesn't really stop. He just kind of like goes at a set pace. So like, yeah, obviously.
Is Remy being dragged along?
I mean, up to the point where Jules needs two hands to climb down safely.
Remy would just stay back while Jules climbs down.
Remy, you can sense something?
Pardon?
Remy, can you sense anything?
Can I sense anything? Can I? Oh boy. Can I use the sight to see if I can see any spirits or magical influences?
So using the sight, you would investigate a mystery. So.
Yep. So I would use the investigate mystery button, not the.
I mean, you roll for sight, but yeah, it counts as.
I have two buttons. I have sight and investigate a mystery.
You can see the invisible, especially spirits and magical influences you may communicate with and maybe even make deals with the spirits you see, and they give you more opportunities to spot clues when you investigate a mystery.
So
roll the sight,
mystery.
and then you can investigate a mystery if you want to look deeper.
Okay.
Ooh.
11.
Nice.
Okay. Very nice.
Oh, is that clicking the sight button?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it is just investigate a mystery, because that's all it comes through as for us. So I think the button
excellent.
does the same thing.
Okay, cool.
On the back end.
Also, Dustin, were you trying to investigate a mystery as well?
No, I just clicked a button because I wanted to know what it did.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. So a success. You get to
I get to ask a question, right?
ask questions. Yeah.
Oh, wait, it's 11. So it's 2.
Yeah.
I can ask 2 questions.
2 questions.
What is being concealed here?
The ghost.
Just the ghost itself?
Yeah, I think when you you look deeper into this and you're looking around, and it's at this point you see beginning to shimmer as the clouds move over the late afternoon sun again. You see this figure beginning to form in the center of the floodway there. As
Second
the others
question.
can't see it yet, but you see the ghost taking form.
What can it do?
You watch as it doesn't look solid. It's very clearly, you can see through it. But you get the impression that it can affect physically with objects and people. And it can cause harm. You get the impression it can drain life.
Oh. Can I can obviously tell the group this, can't I?
Yeah.
And the other thing, can't I? I can share information from there too.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So Remy will take a step back, a visual step back, noticeable, and kind of take a moment and, Jules, I think you need to come back here, please. We're not alone, and it's not safe, and there are things we haven't seen yet. We haven't noticed. There's some threats.
That's plural.
Yes.
Oh.
One ghost, because he's there, and she points in the direction of this ghost.
Remy is pointing
Ghosts in the
to
road.
the middle of the floodway.
All right.
Where Dusty had been just standing beside.
Oh, this is his ghost again.
No. I don't think Dusty's ghost can hurt us.
Dusty's spirit is looking at this thing. Almost like an angry cat.
Dusty's spirit doesn't like this ghost.
He doesn't want a roommate?
No.
I think Jules absolutely just, stops and unquestionably starts returning to Remy with a good bit of urgency, I'd say. Then we'll get rid of it.
I can see the ghost. No one else can. Would anyone like to have input on how to help?
All right, I am...
Does anyone want me to say anything?
I figure, actually, Dusty, since he's going to learn that he's standing right next to the ghost, is going to investigate a mystery, and will, if I succeed, I'll utilize my Curse Whispers move to learn some things. So I shall roll. Rolling with sharp. I'm pretty sure I don't roll with something else, so that's fine. Yeah. Don't see anything that I have any forwards. I don't think so. Mixed
success. Okay.
Get one question. One question.
One question.
Well, what sort of curse is this?
That's a good question. How are you doing this? Are you asking it, or are you thinking it?
I'm thinking it. This is he's sort of just, he's not sure how to really investigate this, so he's doing his best, crouching down and looking at the ground, and and just sort of looking at the area, and he's like, well, I've solved one curse, having learned that curse is the term.
Remy would see as Dusty crouches down and is basically inspecting this ghost's knee at this point. The shadow that is attached to him leans up, almost inspecting this thing before leaning down to whisper in Dusty's ear. Dusty, you don't hear it as a whisper so much as an inner thought.
I'm familiar with those.
There doesn't seem to be an item. This could be unfinished business, but whoever it would have business with should be long dead by now. Someone else cursed this person to remain here.
Oh.
And then there is a moment where, Remy, you watch as Dusty's sort of shadow friend reaches out and almost like hesitantly touches this ghost. And you see the ghost try to pull away for a moment before the shadow reacts back. And Dusty, you have the thought, this guy stole someone else's gold.
Oh.
And they cursed him for it.
Dusty, your spirit's doing weird things and you should probably take 2 steps back.
He stands back up again and looks at Remy and is like, oh, yeah, sure. Sort of steps back and then it's like, how did I come to those conclusions from?
Is everything okay?
Yeah. I think the ghost was cursed to remain here.
So it was bound by magic to remain?
Yeah.
That's going to be easier than trying to find a body that's got to be at least a century old at this point.
I should probably mention that I get the vibe that normal things won't hurt it.
Well, you're in luck.
Well, like, if it's trapped,
Do you want me to
if
talk to
he's
it?
trapped, well, we probably figure out how he's bound here and set him free so he can move on.
So you want me to talk to him? Remy kind of like looks at the ghost and then looks back at the group and is like,
Well,
If
if
you
it's
think-
a spell that's holding him here, we may be able to do a banishing spell to get rid of it.
Jules?
We can simply cut it down. It's here, spoiling the earth, driving those brumbies into it.
Remy shakes
You and
her
I
head.
can just get rid of it.
Not a
Remy
Brumby.
shakes her head.
I mean, I'm going to be honest, if this creature is held here because of someone else cursing it,
But what
putting
happens?
it to the blade is less less ethical than breaking the binding and allowing it to pass on naturally.
Remy would take one singular step towards the ghost, far enough away that it cannot touch her.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to roll to talk to it, or can I just speak to it?
You're more than welcome to just try speaking to it, yeah.
Hey, ghosty.
Remy kind of tries to be as non-threatening as possible, which is not hard for her considering her
Yeah, it's
size.
here.
kind of looks at Jules like, can you take 2 steps back?
Oh, like it's painful.
And then looks back at the ghost and, hello?
Does Jules actually step back?
Oh, like this the scrapest of foot shuffling.
As Jules steps back, it moves closer to you that same distance.
Oh,
Noted. Remy tilts her head and says again, hello?
It tilts its head and just stares.
You're trapped here. And if we can, we would like to help you not be trapped here.
You watch as it looks at you and then looks at Southie and Jules and then at Dusty. And it takes a large step towards Dusty.
Dusty does not react because he doesn't see this.
Yeah.
Out of character, I'm like, oh no.
In
It
character,
seems to be
nothing.
inspecting Dusty, ignoring the spirit that's attached to him.
As everyone should be.
Remy? Any luck?
Well, the ghost kind of took a step towards Dusty after looking at all of us.
Dusty at that moment is like, huh, me?
Yep.
Don't involve me in this.
And very specifically, you ignoring your shadow. I'm gonna just dub your shadow.
Out of character, I think that might be Tyler. In
It
character,
is, yes.
Dusty has no idea.
Yeah.
It's my bestie.
It's your
But you don't know that yet. You don't know
I don't know.
that.
I have no idea that that's Tyler.
Nah. It's a freaky little guy.
Oh.
Jules, if you think you can cut this thing down, I can't see it. So
No.
if you can.
No. I would rather we didn't go to violence.
There you go.
Remy kind of stands up straight as like, please, can we find a different way?
Once corrupt, it's corrupt.
Not always.
Well, Southie, is there some sort of active spell that you can deal with then?
I've just had an idea.
We can try to break the connection with the land, but we would need something deeply connected to this land as the anchor point that would have to tell it that it's not like I've been here since I was born, but that's not going to be enough of a link to the land. We'll need something much stronger than that if we're going to do ritual magic to break it. The water source will be a good way of washing it away.
It's like as you say
Are your
that,
anchors
you
going to be
feel
consumed?
the
Sorry,
so
go
as
on.
you say that, you feel the pitter patter as rain begins.
If Remy holds Jules's hand, can she try to read this ghost's mind?
Potentially, but also, what were you about to ask, Elk?
Jules was asking Southie, does this connection item get consumed?
No. It just needs to be something of this land to give us the authority to move it on, if that makes sense. To say move forward, you need to be You need to have something that has the authority of this place.
Well, she pulls out the shawl.
Was that mined
And-
here?
This is from the Earth before people visited it.
Theoretically, I could put a spell together for it. It's been so long since I've used magic.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Oh, yes. I'm going to need more
good.
than one person. But technically, you can use magic to banish a spirit or curse from a place that it's inhabiting, but it's dangerous.
To Remy, my way is simpler.
If we get too close to it, it could cause significant harm. I don't want to touch it.
Dusty.
Yep.
It is as Remy is saying this. I need you to take one harm. As this thing reaches out and grabs your arm, and you all see it take form.
Oh.
It's our friend.
Remy takes an instinctive step towards Jules.
It's
I'm gonna-
mutual, baby.
Break the shotgun shell by crushing it, so I've got salt in my hand.
Okay.
All right. So is it still holding my arm? And I
Yes.
can see it now?
Yeah.
Alright.
So you
Like battle
can.
music needs to start.
Yeah,
My
I was about to do that.
Yeah.
So my question that was from before, if I'm holding Jules, can
Mm-hmm.
I read its mind?
You could definitely try. Roll me weird, please.
Mixed success.
Okay. There is a lot of noise in its head. This thing, you get the impression that this thing is. It's gone a bit crazy from being so stuck here for so long. And it is at that point. Sorry, I'm just looking for my freaking playlist. God damn it. There we go. It is at that point you hear one thing. Curse makers, curse eaters, free me. As it is hissing at Dustin.
Cool. Remy looks at Dustin and looks at Southie. It wants Dusty. It's
It
so
can't have
noisy.
him.
It's so noisy, Southie. It's curse maker, curse eater, and free.
He is a sin eater. Okay.
No, but he's saying free. So, like, can Dusty free him?
Yeah.
Maybe.
In a sense.
Would I be able to use the help out move
Absolutely.
to guide Dusty through breaking a curse?
Absolutely, you can.
Okay. So I'm going to step forward and be next to Dusty.
All right.
And I'll say, you apparently have the ability to break curses. This thing is rooted deeply in them. It's time to see if you can follow through. And mixed success
Okay.
means
You
that you get +1, but I also expose myself to trouble or danger.
yes. Also, guys, remember that we have boons for you guys. If you want to
Oh.
take one, for each one you take, you can add +1 to your roll.
We got a bunch of boons.
Yes.
In fact, I'm going to go a different route. I'm going to burn a point of luck.
yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to make that a 12.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to be related to something I was involved in years ago because I'm an expert.
Yep.
So instead, you're going to get +1 to your roll, and I'm safe.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can all see that absolutely you started the process of working out how to break this. You know that this thing is going to keep hurting Dustin, though, the longer he is in contact with it. So you guys have two options. Either you can let him keep taking that pain, if he can handle it, until he defeats it, and you can use Jules to act as something to accelerate this process, because Jules is grounded with the earth, or Remy can take Jules up and use the defend action to protect.
Whose defend action? Where's the defend action?
So
Or is that on Jules's?
this will be
A protect someone.
protect someone roll. Using, and I would say you would use Jules's tough.
Yeah. Magical girl transformation.
Yeah. So you've got those two options.
Whatever the case, you get
I'm-
+1 on your roll,
Yeah.
Dusty.
I'm not comfortable with Dusty taking all the damage.
I was
Okay.
going
think
to
that-
have Dusty talk to the ghost for a bit. Now that he can see it,
Mm-hmm.
and Dusty is inclined to
All right, well, we'll
make
let
friends with everyone.
We'll play that out.
So, like, he's immediately going to just start talking. Like, he's taken a little bit of, like, he can tell this is hurting him, so
Mhm.
he's going to want to get the ghost to stop touching him as well. He's not going to react negatively. He's going to just be like, "Hey, like, my friend said that, like, you want us to help. We want to help. I'm Dusty. These are my friends. We live locally. And we're going to do everything we can to help you. Because just because someone makes a mistake, and a long time ago, doesn't mean you should suffer like this for as long as you have. And if we can set that right now, here, we need to do that. So if there's anything you can do to help us help you, that would be great. I don't know if you know anything, but we will help you."
Can I get you to roll a trust your gut roll for me, please? So essentially,
Okay.
I want you to roll weird.
Oh, yep.
It's a consult your instincts. So roll plus weird
okay.
for me.
Consult your
Instincts say
instincts.
this guy's a dick.
Yippee! I can roll my weird. Sure.
Yeah. So d6 plus your weird. Okie.
I got a -1 to weird, so
Okay, mixed success. Did you want to add a boon to that?
Mm, I mean, the burn will keep it at mixed success, though, won't it?
You can spend more than one boon, though. They're there to be
True.
used.
We did
2
get 2
boons.
this session.
2 would make it 10, which would make it
Yeah.
a success, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Which means you get +1 as you move forward on this.
Mm. Yeah. We feeling good on me eating 2 burns?
Yeah, of course.
Hell yeah, I think we spent
Go
them.
for it.
They're there to be burnt.
Yep.
Back ourselves into corners. Let's do it.
All right. Yeah, that's part of the fun, right? All right. So
Yeah.
you do this, and you get the impression that there are 2 options for this. You can release
We're at a
some of
crossroads
the-
again.
You can release some of the energy of your own curse to essentially pumping that into Jules as a focal point to destroy whatever spell was cast on this area holding the spirit here, or you can eat the curse that's holding this spirit. Doing it through Jules does mean that there is potential to cause harm to Jules.
Mm.
Eating the curse means you are taking another point of corruption.
Did I have started with a point?
You did start with a point because of your bestie.
Oh, okay.
Because
my sheet doesn't have one, but I will put one on for Tyler.
What I will say is the potential of damage for each one of these is halved thanks to the aid you've got from Southie.
Mm.
So, what would the chances of Jules being harmed be then?
It would be a much lower chance.
I mean,
And
according to Jules, none.
with how old this curse is, you're unsure how many points of corruption you would take, but it would be reduced.
Mm.
So
Dusty thinks on it and will turn to everyone else. Says, I think there are 2 ways that I can go about this, and I want to bring it to you all, because either I'm getting hurt, probably, or Jules might get hurt. And I want this to be a team decision.
Unfortunately, in times like this, discussion just creates more opportunities for people to get injured.
it is as
You need to decide
say
now.
that.
Remy,
I will protect someone.
Okay.
I will use the salt to make me the target. I will intervene if someone's going to get
Alright.
hurt.
You watch as the spirit goes to squeeze Dustin's arm, and you slap your own hand on the spirit, the salt burning it, making it react and let go. You do not take harm this round.
Okay. 8 is protect them, but I could suffer some of the damage.
You're okay
But yes.
for this round.
I'm okay. Yes, I just bat the hand away, and smoke starts to rise from my hand as I push back. You need to act before more people are hurt, Dusty.
Remy takes a step back into Jules and looks up at her.
All right.
I'd like to think that some of the wards on his skin start to glow gently as well as I push the thing.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
You are coming in contact with the spirits, so yes,
Yep.
they would.
Jules?
Dustin will. I think technically it's the unleash corruption to expend some of what he has in him to power up. We'll go for the Jules option of destroying the
Okay.
magic that binds. It seems like the better choice. to Dustin as well, because honestly, eating the ghost's curse might still keep it trapped.
And don't forget to add +1 for your Unleash Corruption.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
And has
So I gave you a forward for it.
immediately, repeatedly that this is what she's for.
yeah.
Oh, and you get another +1, in fact, because you trusted your gut.
Yep, exactly. So you
Heck
got a
yeah,
plus
you've got
2
2
for
forward on
this.
this.
2 forwards. All right. I have my corruption. I may
Yay!
release a power. Blah blah blah.
Heck yeah.
So, are you wanting to do this controlled or uncontrolled?
Controlled means I lose Tyler. But uncontrolled bad.
Well, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, you don't know what you're doing.
No,
True.
I don't.
So,
True.
I think-
It would
Uncontrolled
be-
makes more sense.
In this episode, it would make sense. Above table.
Yeah.
and then you get
Yeah,
to spend some
control.
time in the lore library in between episodes, and you can learn a bit about what you do, because I have a
Yeah.
full-ass lore library.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right.
Hello again, Ryan.
So,
All right. I don't know what I roll for that. Is it use magic or?
this would be
When I have when you have command corruption, you may release a power you have consumed. Say how you use the power and clear one corruption, then choose whether or not to keep control. Control of the
Okay.
power does what you want. You erase the consumed magic line, including the power and downside, which I don't have written, because I don't know what it is. But
Alright.
I think that's fine.
this is
think-
uncontrolled.
Yeah.
So,
I think
you're
Code
not going
decides.
to you're not
Yeah.
going to lose your bestie because he's well and truly attached, but he is going to weaken significantly.
That's
However,
fair.
are you telling Jules that you need to use her?
Yeah, Dusty really quickly, like, as he's doing it, is like, Jules, I am sending some of my power your way to break this magic. And it just doesn't feel like he has any time to
Jules, how are
Say
you
anything.
making this happen? And then we'll get to it.
Yeah, I think because it is Southie who's guiding Dusty and Jules who is grounding them. It's sort of opening up the shawl with one hand trying to hold the string that had split in place.
Mm-hmm.
But essentially that gets draped over Dusty, sort of like a shroud, like a shield in its own way. But she doesn't let go of it either.
Yep.
So, she's called into action and steps up
Okay.
and just kind of like drapes him in that way.
All right.
It's sort of like
I want you, Jules. Can you please roll me? Can you please roll me a no limits, because you are doing this with your vessel broken. So you are going to roll a d6 plus weird. I am going to be cheeky and add a curse to this. You can take one off.
Oh shit, okay.
Dusty, you can
What?
roll me, please, a act under pressure. You've got the +2 to it.
Hell yeah.
Because you are under
True
pressure right
forward.
now.
With weird is the 5, and then -1 is a 4 from Jules.
Ouch. Okay.
Woof!
At least you get experience.
I sure do.
You've gotten so much experience this session.
Me, I've gotten 1.
I've got none so
This is the
far.
second one.
Okay.
One 1d6 for elk, because like isn't everything 2d6?
Yeah, it's 2d6.
Oh, cool. Oh, let me add another one. Sorry.
Sorry, that was my brain just saying a d6.
I was like, sure, Queen, you go off. Okay.
No, I didn't say anything before because I thought maybe you wanted to roll for something else. But if we're doing the standard 10 to succeed threshold stuff,
Yeah.
then yeah, you kind of need.
That's just me, my
2d6.
brain going saying a d6.
Okay.
Sorry, I rolled one again. Apologies. Do you want to
Still
add them
horrid.
together? Pardon?
You can
One
you can
more
add them
isn't gonna help.
together, or you can just re-roll them. I don't mind.
I'm just gonna roll the first. There we go.
There we go.
So
There
that
we
with your
go.
one knocked off becomes a 6.
Okay. Still a 6, but it's not too bad. All right. So you are going to take some damage with this.
I like it. I think it
Okay.
suits. She's not in her best shape right now.
Yeah. You are going to take 2 points of harm. Which is very painful.
It's not great.
You've only been in this meat body for a short amount of time, and you're already taking harm from it. So 2 points of harm for that, but you feel the energy push through you. Dustin, you rolled a 10 with your act under pressure. You don't quite know what you're doing, but you can almost imagine in your mind, and Remy, you see this actually happening as you watch the spirit over Dusty bring his hands down and almost guide Dusty's hand as he reaches out and grabs the spirit. You watch the gems on that shawl begin to shine, and Jules' hair begin to almost shimmer like opalite. If you are looking at Jules's eyes, you would also see them like opalite in sunlight. You see the colors shift as you push that energy through the grounding force that is this gemstone forged being from the very earth, from the local earth even. And you can almost hear the sound of a chime as that curse is broken. And you watch that ghost almost for a moment stop and flicker, and you hear the as it takes an actual breath and then dissipates. Well done, guys. You broke his curse and let him move forward.
Yay.
The Gunnegal man
Nice.
is no more.
I was a little worried
Goodbye.
with the other bit of information.
Don't even worry about it. He's fine. He likes it there.
Fine. Oh,
Is there something else creepy in the area?
No.
that is not the song I wanted. What the fuck? That is way too happy. There we go.
Just get jiving now that the ghost is gone.
Yeah.
As that happens, Jules, you stumble that little bit, and it's almost like your legs try to give out under you. And a couple more of those beads fall off your shawl.
Oh, I knew it.
Remy immediately goes and gets those beads. There is not a chance that she's leaving them behind.
Like getting scattered in the rain and the shitty dirt road.
The shadow figure over Dustin's shoulders seems more transparent and smaller in stature, Remy, and is sort of just sitting there hovering. You feel the threats that you felt before. The first one immediately dissipates along with the spirit, but you feel the other one lower, and you realize that the secondary threat was actually Dusty's. Hang on.
Remy kind of looks up and sees the shadow. She tilts her head a little bit and looks at him and goes, or them, and goes, "You okay?"
Yeah, I'm all right.
Not you, Dusty.
Right.
Like zeroed in on this shadow because it's spirit, you know. And it's like, are you okay?
You hear the quiet, rasped voice of friend.
Friend to me or
There's no more answer.
friend to Dusty?
There is no more answer.
Cool.
I think there's some credits rolling, isn't there?
Yeah, I think that's a good spot for us to end for the session. As we
Sorry,
end,
found it.
we see the scene begin to zoom out as Jules sighs, having picked up the few fallen beads. The group is sort of having a little bit of a chat, a chuckle amongst each other. And we see the scene change to the town as the storm begins to roll in, the rain coming down heavier. And much like the vision that Remy had seen earlier, we see in a room Richard fussing over his presumably ill wife as he tucks the blanket in higher over her, lays a hand on her cheek, feeling the feverish sort of sensation on her skin, clammy, damp, red. It's all right. We'll head into the doctor in the morning. Try to get some rest. And he steps out of the room. Thanks for the session, gang.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, and thank you to everyone who's watching.
Yeah,
And
thank you guys
thanks
for
the
joining
viewers.
us.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Oh
What
boy.
a wonderful session. Thank you for joining us.
The
I'm
team's
looking forward
first
to next session.
outing.
We did really
Yay.
well.
You guys did really well. I wanted to throw something that wasn't going to immediately kill you guys. So
Okay, but genuinely.
Yeah,
So
that went better
above-
than the last time I encountered a ghost at a tabletop.
Above table, I had 3 questions to ask
Yeah.
Ho quietly.
Ah.
One of them was, what's our best way out? And the response was, leave.
Oh,
And yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
it was the best way out. You could have just left.
So true.
Like- Yeah.
Not
uh,
our
that
circus,
moment-
not our monkeys.
one of the thing was like, what are the threats?
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
That.
Like, are there any dangers that we haven't noticed?
Mm-hmm. And I just responded with yes. Oh,
Man, this keeper of ours.
well,
I love
would
the
you
idea
guys
of like Tyler just being like, I'm helping, I'm part of the team. Dusty's just completely. I
Ghosting him.
well, Remy responding
And
to
on
the
that
Remy
note-
thing, I think Dusty's going to start cluing in.
Would you guys like to plug yourselves before we go raid over to someone else?
Oh yeah.
I don't have a plug to do.
Go buy
I'm an
art from
artist.
Pastel.
I'm an artist.
Yeah.
Give me your characters. I enjoy them.
Put your card or whatever
yeah,
link
okay,
you would like
okay.
in chat.
This one.
I will plug
can
myself
find
while
me-
they are organizing if you want.
You can find.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
Can they still hear us? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mission.
Hit me up there. It has all my socials and everything else.
Hey,
I
everyone. Yeah, go on.
Nope, sorry.
No, I was gonna jump in. It sounded like you.
I'm
you want
done.
The end of it. Yeah.
I'm done. Your turn.
Yeah, I'm Cal. My socials don't go very far yet, but I'm in the process of putting together a tabletop setting based in a alternate Wild West called Draqueros, based on
Yes.
Vaqueros. I'm also a prolific dungeon master or games master or story spinner. So pretty soon I'll be putting up some writing advice and hints on my Twitch channel and having some ride-alongs. Ride-along Wednesdays will be coming soon.
Hell yeah.
Sick. I'm another artist. I do streamed art on the weekly. That's about it.
We're
Okay.
artists. We do the
I
thing.
see.
We do all of the things.
Cal's the
Yeah, I
only one here with an actual pitch.
I draw things with my words, not my hands.
I will say,
Thank you for
Cal is very good at
linking
drawing
Cal's
with
stuff.
words.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's an
100%.
art form
And
in
before too
itself.
long, I'm sure we'll have another actual play happening on my channel soon too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Zev, you want to plug yourself?
I posted my link. I'm done.
Okay then.
I'm terrible at talking about myself. I exist. I draw funny little guys.
I do like the funny little guys. I'm just, a certain amount of content on there.
Yeah.
To be wary of what I advertise.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For those of you who have tuned in, thank you. I am Kobold. You catch me on this channel and other places. The links are all down below. Thank you for joining us in our silly little adventures and our storytelling. And for the VOD watchers, hello and goodbye. We're gonna
Will
raid
be as
over.
good afterwards. Is that real?
You guys are wonderful.
Yeah.
I hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world. Stay safe. Do something that makes you happy and tell someone you love them today. We are going to raid over to Bloopers, who is another Melbourne-based streamer. She is currently playing Peak.
Ooh,
So,
hell yeah, I love Peak.
Oh, good.
Go say hi, spread some kindness and joy. This world needs it. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.